Alright, today I'm gonna have a look at my 825 ranked run, and I'm gonna do a quick breakdown on, the things that I was thinking during the run, some of the decisions I made, small time saves, some of my small mistakes, because I did have quite a few small time losses. But anyway, let's start. So it's a Ruin Portal Seed. Do a quick pie chart, even though you don't really need it on this time, but it's always a good idea. Just to check the direction initially, because Ruin Portal Seeds can be like hidden in the forest somewhere. So it's not a bad idea to do that. I get heaps of wood here. Dark oak plus gold axe, you can just shred through those logs, and it's just a huge time save to have a lot of blocks. We have enough for a pickaxe and bucket, so I bookcraft both of those, which is a bit faster. I initially don't see like sheep or anything, so I just have to rely on these chickens. But then there are sheep, so I go for those as well. Bit of overlap here as well. I light that chicken on fire because I know that it will burn to death. I get quite a lot of food. You know, in ranked it's about consistency. And like you don't know how good the nether's gonna be. You might have to play out some like really shitty nether that takes ages and you need a lot more food. In this case I didn't need this much food, but I didn't know that. There's also a pig there which I didn't see. Oh well. We'll do this normal standard Ruin Portal completion. And we'll grab these 2 gold blocks actually. I can't confirm if they helped or not, but I'd say they're always a good idea to go for. Those ones especially, there's 2 right there, they're very easy to get to, and it will save some time in the bastion. Guess we could get those extra trades out to guarantee more string, more pearls, more obby. Anyway, so very close bastion, and the fortress is on the left right there. Beautiful, very nice seed. Right here is a mistake, somewhat. So what happened here? So I lower, because there's a ghast, I hear it, I need a bridge. So I lowered my rendered distance to 2 to unload it. Then immediately I realized that like, because when you lower your distance to 2, heaps of like spawns go around you, right? So what happens is that all of the zombie pigman spawns, or heaps of them, end up in the bastion. That's why when you go like to the top of stables or something to loot chests and do a pearl hang, and then you lower to 2, and then you go down the bottom to collect your trades, you don't have enough, so now you have to go play the other gap or something like that. And there's heaps of zombie pigs and you get no pigs. That's why that happens, because you're lowering to 2 in a nether wastes, especially. The same thing happens in a Soul Sand Valley when you get like a skeleton in your treasure or something like that. When you go to Pearl Hang, you lower it to 2, then you get a bunch of skeleton spawns. And you're like, where'd these skeletons come from? Or Hoglin spawns. Another thing that can happen in treasure, when you go down to the bottom treasure to break the spawner and possibly get more gold, if you do the Pearl Hang to the top, like you normally do, before going down, you throw a Pearl Hang to the top ramparts, and then you boat down to the bottom. Often you'll get heaps of Hoglins down there. And people are like, damn, why are there so many Hoglins? I'm getting so unlucky. But it's because you're lowering to 2 RD. So right here, I like kind of panic a bit, because I'm like, wait, I lowered to 2, which is going to slow down the bastion. But now I have this ghast to deal with. Anyway, so I just kind of YOLO it a bit. I'm still worried about zombie pigs that could be in the bastion. It turns out to be okay. I think I was a little bit too far away from it, from the bastion, for them to actually spawn in that section. But anyway, so the ghast doesn't care about me anymore, so that's very lucky. Anyway, FSG loot. Oh, my axe broke. So, bit of a time loss here. So there is 1 zombie pig. That might have spawned because of the 2 RD, but anyway. So we don't have any more down here, which is very nice. We can do our standard housing route. Get the backups. Backups first. Yes, I'm mindful of my wood here. You saw that I had 16 planks. I placed 1 more, and then I saw I had 15. So I'm like, okay, that's 5 beds. That's perfect. Like I don't want to be using any more wood here, which ends up being a really nice thing to do. This is the standard housing hole that I do in like 90% of my housings. I don't have to I don't have to PIDAR at all, because I know where the fort is, so it's a really nice bastion. I also mentioned that I get pearls early, as you see, which is really nice. Like getting pearls early saves a lot of brain power. Anyway, this chest I like using this chest a lot. I'll go back a bit. The idea is I just want to get rid of everything in my inventory. So I use the chest. This way, like, if I accidentally put something valuable in there, instead of if I dropped everything on the ground, then if I accidentally threw out my pearls, which I might not do, but if I threw out like a stack of soul sand or something, right, which is something that you definitely could accidentally do, then you like have to go back into the pile and sort out all the garbage again. Whereas using the chest is quite nice because then you could just pick it up. So you could pick the item that you accidentally put in. I split string and split pearls. You should always do this in bastions. I also, a little time save I have here is I keep 1 gold on me. You would have noticed before I threw them all the gold, I threw 1 on the floor. That way when I go into this corner, I pick up all the gold and then I can, like, it's in my hotbar so I can throw it instead of having to go into my inventory and then like put it in my hotbar and throw it, So it's a minor time save, but I've been implementing that in housing. And it's been working quite well. Just a nice little time save. I have heaps of pearls. I put the iron soul speed, which is not that much. I don't think it's a time save, but anyway. Nice pearl hang out of the back of housing. I know the terrain's really good, so I know I can do this in advance. Right here, I have 2 firers. I think I thought I had 1, so I look for more. This is probably the biggest time loss in my run. It's like 5 seconds though. Actually, no, probably the second biggest time loss. The other one you'll kind of see towards the end. I could have thrown more aggressive pearls here, but I know it's so close. I do know I have a lot of food. So like right here, I chug another mutton. I want 5 hearts and I've only down half a hunger. But I have so much that it's worth doing. Anyway, 3 spawn gives me 3 rods. I looked to blaze bed. I didn't realize I had 3 wool already. I was looking to blaze bed, like craft the blaze bed, but they spawned so quickly. It's a 4 spawn. And there we go. We've got our 6 rods within 2 spawn cycles. This carried the pace of the run. There's no doubt about that. So we're blinding and the opponent's just entering the fort. It's like a 45 seconds fort split at a spawner. Like, man. Anyway, we're going to do our standard sub-pixel OBS zoom. Very, it's not that OG, but it's a standard thing I've been using for probably a year now. I don't know when calculators like first got unbanned, probably over a year ago now. Yeah, we're in a swamp, so it's slightly awkward because I have to go like down and up a tree. We see that we have a 1900 distance. So this is an 825 with a 1900. Of course, it's 20 obby, which helps a lot, but that's kind of insane. Anyway, I have to go... This is really awkward because I have to go down and up. Like, I went up that tree, and then I went down to get the second eye, and then back up the next tree. So this split ends up being like 50 seconds, which is really slow. That's a split that could have been faster with, like, I don't know, single eye, for example. Like a bird eye would have made that 20 seconds faster, but I'm not going to learn bird eye. I don't like macros or anything like that. Anyway, I saw that terrain above, and that was a good play. Because I know it's far, I don't want to just pearl into a lava sea. And this terrain is really nice. It opens up. This pearl is not bad, but it's slightly in the wrong direction. Because I need to go more to the left here. This is like, that pearl especially is a place where I could have like pre-crafted wool and anchors. Or even at the spawner, like when I crafted the 3 wool, I could have crafted all of it. But I didn't expect to be out that quick. I wasn't playing for that. Anyway, we're going to do offhand obsidian here. At the chords at Y40. You could go a bit lower, but Y40 is fine. We're in the stronghold at 650. That's very fast. My fastest pace ever. Anyway, we do our preemptive. We see a spike that way. I check this just in case, like, the spike is a spawner. I go this way for some reason, even though this is definitely the way to go. I kind of rescan with the pie. So double check that, just to verify it's down this way. And beautiful 2-eye. Got our eyes. Now we do a 0 prep. I know I have 5 beds and at least 2 anchors. I only craft 2 anchors. I could have crafted a 3rd or even a 4th. But I'm like confident I can hit the 0 here. I like fully prep up 0, like my whole hotbar and eat a food, which I think, like, even though it's a time loss, I think it's a kind of like a mental reset. Because I'm like a little bit nervous here. I'm not extremely nervous, but I'm like a little bit nervous. And to hit a 0 on this pace, I kind of need to like reset my mind to like and get ready for it. So eating this chicken here helps me like it gives me like a full second. I don't know how long it's like a second or a second and a half to eat the chicken. And it gives me time to like mentally prepare. So even if it's a time loss, you could argue it saves the run. So 7 explosives, plenty of explosives, very nice tower. Back, is it tall? I think it's tall tower, tall cage. Right here, we do a bit of a soul sand switch pillar, which I practice a lot. It's slightly faster pillaring, like barely, like it saves like a couple ticks each time, but it's worth it. And you can watch the 0 cycle. Yeah, we got it done in 5. We got it done in 5, and it's like almost dead after 4. Anyway, so that's the run. Right here, I say GG, which is a mistake because often your opponent, when you say GG, they'll forfeit, and then I would have lost this time. But luckily, Defi was nice enough to not forfeit here. So we take these times. So overall, this run was very solid. I think I played it really well, except for a few, couple of seconds here and there. Leaving the Bastion like 4 or 5 seconds earlier would have saved a bit of time. A couple more aggressive pearls would have saved a bit of time. What else? The 0 prep was a bit slow. But overall, it's played really well. The rates carried the run. I can't deny that going 6 for 7 when you have 7 blazes and that incredibly fast fort split, that really just made this run. Like the difference between a sub 10 and a sub 830. But yeah, that's the run. If you have any like questions about some of the small things I do, you can like leave a comment. I'll try my best to answer. I'll try making more of these in the future. I do have another one planned. They'll be releasing soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. See you soon.